Hi, welcome back to our 10th episode of Starpoint Gemini Warlords, where in the last episode we did a little bit of questing, we got a new ship, and now we're going to go ahead and switch over to a hauler and do some trading. First, let's go ahead, sell all the junk, and we'll go ahead and come down and buy fertilizer. We can only get 150 since that's our max cargo, but we will get a decent amount from it on the way back once we actually get to the planet. So let's go ahead, job board. We don't need jobs. I wanted to go to dry dock really fast. Equipment, and I wanted to make sure I picked up some more of these because I actually want to continue to getting those. So let's go ahead and go out. Sorry about that. See, that's what I mean. I just loaded up from the save, and I saved within this station, and these guys automatically are where my ship was, or is, when I came out. Let's go ahead and send our fleet out fairly quick. But in this episode, like I said, we're going to do some trading in between our station and the planet, and then we're also going to come down here and do some mining of the gas down here, and we'll show you about that, and then we'll come up here and do some mining of the asteroids. But first, let's go ahead and come down here and go and sell and get our new ship.
Affirmative. Engage sublight.
And then I'm not going to show you here because it's going to be pretty much the same thing as doing the asteroids, except for you have to fire your weapons to destroy them. There may be something that can actually help destroy them, kind of like the torpedoes, the mining torpedoes, but I haven't found anything that can be used for it. So I think I'm getting sick. I don't know, you guys didn't see it, but yesterday when I was trying to record, my voice was like kind of going out, and now I'm having some sinus problems. So hopefully I'll cut all that out if you guys can hear me clearing my throat. So if you still can afterwards, I apologize. So let's go ahead and come down here. We're going to go ahead and trader. We're going to go ahead and sell all. Well, actually, I'll show you. If you guys want, you can pick up and see the difference. So we're going to get 1.1 million, or almost 2 million. Let's go ahead and sell all that. We'll be pretty close to getting what we need. Let's go ahead and Shipyard. We are picking up this one. It's going to have a 275 cargo hold. This one down here will be our next tier of ship once we get to level 15. So we're going to need to get up there and get those, because this is going to each of these little pokes that come out, they're each going to have they're going to have one weapon and one heavy weapon, which you'll see once we actually get it. Okay, so here we do not want to trade. Like I was saying in the last episode, we do not want to trade. Adjusting my mic real quick, sorry. We do not want to do the trade, because if we trade, we'll get rid of our current ship, and that's a bad thing. We want to actually purchase to garage and press OK. And then in available, it'll say, hey, you want to do that? So yeah, I do. So let's go ahead and transfer command, and we'll get this. So let's go ahead and go loadout. We do want to get an actual weapon on board. Let's see. No, let's go ahead and get an actual weapon up first. Okay, that one's okay. It's 1 point. Trying to figure out which one I want. See, I would do this, but I'm not gonna. So I'm just gonna go ahead and actually just leave the turret as is. I'll get a better turret at it. Fit it for. I can't even talk. I'll get a better turret later. So let's go ahead and go back out. Let's go ahead and do trader. Let's go ahead and get. I like to use the surgical equipment. There's probably something better here, but this is something fairly easy to get to, and it's very noticeable for me to buy since it's right there, right at the start. well, because I'm going to be scrolled down on all of it, and this is one that we can actually buy. So let's go ahead and buy you. And we'll be able to buy the whole thing. It's going to cost 364,000, almost 365,000. Let's go ahead and buy, and we're going to go ahead and go back to our station. As you see, we can actually get a decent amount of experience, and we already ran like this kind of a full load. So one thing that they've done, and since not the last episode, but the episode before, is they actually show beta version down below here. And they also added these things to actually glow. I don't know why they made it so it glows, but oh well. We'll figure it out. I'll look at some of the things, see why they changed it to make it glow rather than just being a dot on the thing. Maybe it helps it stand out a little bit. So we're almost here. It doesn't take very long to do this trade route, so
one of our fleets have returned.
Thanks for letting me know. You are still under construction.
Personal greetings to you, Captain. Always a welcome sight.
I will be doing some of the trading, well, a lot of the trading off camera. So let's go ahead and go sell. So we're getting 536,000. So we're getting a decent amount. We're gonna go ahead and get fertilizer. It's not the most profitable. Like, I mean, like per trade. It's not like we're getting like a 50% increase. It's just, it's so expensive. Our return is generated faster. That's the reason why I'm picking the fertilizer. It's because the price in between the two is more. It's not like, say, a 20%. Like the things we got, I don't know exactly, but it's a better return in our investment than what the fertilizers are. But the fertilizers will just get more per load. If you get what I'm saying. I'm bad at explaining certain things. Let's go ahead and buy. We can't quite get a full load, but we'll get really close. This will get this is going to be 1.32 million, and I think we needed a 1.4 almost to get a full load. So let's go ahead and buy that, and let's go ahead and go back, and we're going to go ahead and go to the planet.
Changing course.
And we'll get, like I said, we'll get close to like 800,000 once we actually get a full load. That is. Let's go ahead and send our fleets out. And like I said, once we actually get up to like 10 million, I'll actually go at 15 million or so. That will be in the next episode. That is. We'll go ahead and take over this area and as well this area. But keep in mind that we're going to level. We're at level 9. And I'll show you exactly how much we will be getting per. Let's see real quick. Not ship. Records. Okay, so we're at 155. So let's go 156,000 experience points. And we'll see how much we get from this load. It's going to be different when it's actually a full load comparison to not being a full load. Of course, because when we're in a full load, it's going to be we're selling more and making more money, so it's going to give us more experience. I've actually wanted to do this, see how much experience we get, because it seems like it's like close to like 12k or whatever. And so it seems like a lot. Let's go ahead and trade. Click on this one. We can go ahead and go do trade all, but I'm pressing sell so you can actually see what we make. So we bought it for 1.3 million, and now we're getting 1.9 million. So we're making 600,000 there, a little more maybe. Let's go ahead and sell all. Now buy all of our surgical equipment. And head on back to our station. Like I said, I do want to buy this at some point, but not right at the moment.
Course set. Engaging.
Let's go ahead and do research chassis and grab. Yeah, see somehow I'm able to do the research of the destroyer. Oh, maybe. Okay, so I'm messing up. We don't. See, I didn't think we can actually do the destroyer already. because we can't build it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the frigate, because I know we can't build the destroyer. So go ahead and activate you. As you can see, I'll come over here and show you that we can't actually build the destroyer. So I'm thinking that's a bug, and we're technically not supposed to be able to research it, but let's see really quick. Research. Destroyer. Cruiser, okay. So yeah, it doesn't say that it requires a building or something, so. As far as I know, I think you needed to have the next tier, let's see, the next tier of this to get to actually, like, research that as well, but. Okay, so we're almost, well, we're working, and we're not almost there. I'll, in the next episode or so, we'll do some of these missions. Hopefully we'll get some weaponry, but who knows. So I think I might have found out the reason why I was having sound problems. My headphones were plugged into the back of my computer, into the actual, like, motherboard, and for some reason it was bleeding over into my other thing. Maybe they just didn't actually, they just crossed wires once in a while. Who knows? Let's go ahead and go trader. Let's go and go sell all. Come back down and buy. So now it's 1.4. Let's go 1.45 million. Let's go ahead and buy.
Good luck.
And we'll go ahead and come down here.
Course adjusted.
Alright, well, we are back. We are almost ready to land. Are landing now. And let's go ahead and trade. Click. And so it was almost as a 1.450 million. So $1,450,000. So now we're making $2,131,000. So we're making a decent amount of profit. So on the other hand, let's go ahead and do, let's see, dry dock. Equipment. I want to come down and grab you. They're not selling any of the torpedoes. I don't know why these places aren't selling them. But either way, we're not doing that yet. So we are going to go ahead and come down here and we're going to do some mining. Ooh, I actually forgot to actually look at my experience bar. Sorry about that. Maybe I'll do that before the episode ends. Do one more trade route. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully you don't actually go into my base, because if you do, that would be kind of a pain in the ass. Okay, he turned around. Good. So there's going to be different colors of these gas clouds. That's what this thing right here. That's a gas cloud. As far as I know, the darker ones used to give like more materials out of it. And this one I think is a lighter one, but pretty much all you do, there used to be a consumable as well that you used on it, and as far as I know you got more out of it, but I haven't seen the consumable since I restarted with this new campaign. So they may not, they may not be in the game anymore. So you get gas out of it. Let's go ahead and go see what is in here. Okay, so we get 2 and 22, 2 oxygen, 22 xenon. So let's go ahead, and that's if I'm saying the xenon right. I could be wrong. Let's go ahead and move.
Affirmative. Engage sublight.
So that one looks like another light one, and that one. This one definitely is a light one. So, oops. I'm not close enough, that's why. And there we go. And that fills up pretty quick. As you can tell, 22 will fill up a ship hull fairly quick. Oops, did not mean to unclick. Let's go ahead. It's 3 and 40. So, okay, maybe it's just random. We got 8 gas out of it, though. That's pretty nice. So you... Okay, for a second there, it looks like you were invisible. When you're actually doing these gas mines, you don't actually technically have to go back to a base. You can just fly around and go and pick things up, and then you can actually fly and go to one of these sections and actually just sell it there. So let's go ahead, stop real quick. And I actually want to see, from this point on, I'll just press C after this one. Okay, I just want to see what this one is, and it's 25. Oops, did not mean to press it twice. And we're going to go ahead and come down here. This one should be... Oh, all of them are technically can fail. I can't even talk correctly. I'm kind of stressing out because of my sound problems. Let's go ahead and extract the gas. There are techs to actually get better resources from it. I'm actually meant to just press C. So we get 12 and 1. So you get a random assortment of stuff. Well, of at least this type of gas in these fields anyways. Let's go ahead and get out of there. Oops, there's one up there. I want to try to get a full cargo before we go back. And that's a decent amount of way to make cash as well. You won't get any materials, but you'll get gas. But from what I've seen, gas is mainly for research, and you'll need a ton of it. You know, like 400,000 for like one research, but you'll produce more gas overall than you would, say, materials that you get. So you gotta keep an eye on that. It'll just take more, or it'll take longer to actually work on your materials. I've always had problems. So here's a dark one. As you can tell, it stuck out, and it's a really dark one. So let's go ahead and come up to this one and see if how much we actually get from it. So with all the other light ones, we were getting upwards to 40, but downwards to 12. I'm guessing this is going to be like a really fail, and it's just only going to give us like 12 as well. But we'll see. Okay, we are close enough.
HQ sends word that one of our fleets have finished their task.
Thanks for letting me know. One failed. And sweet. So let's clear you out and see. Okay, so there you go. The blue one. No. I'm an idiot. That's the price, not the number. So it's 19 and 6. So we're getting a decent amount. Well, that one wasn't. But, you know, we're at 129 and 15. Let's see. I think I'll call that it, and we'll then go ahead and go over to the mining area. It's pretty much the same thing, except for with asteroids. So we go out to sell your stuff. All I have is gas stuff. So let's go ahead and go here. Actually, since we're here, I'm going to go ahead and show you. We have just gas, right? So I'll just show you. Ship, cargo, container, and we only have gas materials. We're gonna go ahead and blow this up. I'm gonna cut the camera back because it's gonna take forever for me to destroy this thing with my Peasley gun. But I'll destroy it, and we'll come back once it's destroyed. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, never mind. Me without actually having a weapon, I can't actually destroy it. So let's just go ahead and sell. So all you have to do is come here. Highlight the guy, press your middle mouse button, press and click on the V. So pretty much what it is, I want to do some trading, scan my cargo, and let's talk business. And it'll give you an offer and go ahead and trade. Pretty much what it is, it's going to be the average price of the area or whatever, the universe, or at least your known universe. So let's go ahead and come up this way, and we'll go ahead and do some mining, and I'll show you what we get from there as well. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so I'm just bringing you back real quick. I'm going to try and see if we get some random materials off this guy. So I can show you that the stations that you go to won't buy stuff that they don't want. So I'm going to go ahead and
Scanning
scan.
target.
And it should tell me what is in it, if anything. And you go up here instead of the scan, and it shows nothing. But let's go ahead and salvage and see if we can get anything. It's going to be just a second at least. I will actually open it up instead of just auto loot. So you can actually see what is here. If anything, that is. Okay. And we get some environmental suits and utility drones. Okay, let's go ahead and take all. Oops, did not mean to go all the way out like that. And let's go ahead and continue on to the asteroid build.
Engage sublight.
For some reason, there was actually more there, which was weird. Let's go ahead and send, and continue on. I want to go ahead and see ship cargo, so it's 3 and 2 still. So for some reason, equipment. Maybe there was some equipment there as well that you can't actually just pick up. Who knows? So I'll bring it back again once we actually get to the asteroid build. I'll see you then. Strike that. We are actually came across some random ships that we can go ahead and salvage. So I'm going to go ahead and go through and salvage all this stuff. Like I said in the previous episodes, I really like the buff they did to these mining drones. It makes them so worth it. And like I was saying, my bad, like saying that they're not worth it, is taken back. I don't care if we only get like 5 per. Yeah, at the minimum, you know, like a low amount. Even having like 5 per is making it worth it. So just how fast we actually get through all this makes it worth it. Now, if they didn't actually reduce the cooldown of these, I would say it wouldn't be worth it. But since they buffed the cooldown, it's totally worth it, and I recommend constantly having a good supply of these. So whenever you come across these derelicts, you just go ahead and salvage everything. Go ahead and collect all the loot, and I think that was all of them, but I could be wrong.
Reports one of our fleets have returned.
Is there one more? Yeah. Still shows 2 more on the mini map. Let's see. Oh no, that's gone, so that's good. And that should be the last one. And let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and re-put our thing.
Sublight.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you our cargo, so you can actually see a big old list of stuff. The place we're going won't buy any of this, or at least they shouldn't buy any of this. So I'll show it to you once we actually get there. And that's 84 cargo that we have before we actually go and do some asteroid mining. On that note, let's go ahead and change out these for the torpedoes. We have 8 torpedoes, and we'll go ahead and use them all. Let's see. That one looks like a good one, I think. That one even better. Some of these will take more than 1 shot of your torpedo, and they also may splinter off smaller torpedoes as well. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and launch you. But I think they reduced the AoE that this thing had. And I think they decreased the size of the AoE so it doesn't do as much damage to everything around. Let's go ahead and launch you. I don't think it was really worth it to launch it on that one since we pretty much got all of these already. Let's go ahead and move. Let's say you. Yeah, let's do you. Not getting close enough. Yep. And let's continue on moving. You didn't get destroyed. Don't know why. Let you stop here because it's not going to go much farther than that. Not you. You. Okay, it blew up behind us, so let's go ahead and move on. What is it? There we go. And we'll continue this until we're completely full, which we aren't quite yet, but we will be shortly. There are some gas clouds in this area as well if you want to get gas at the same time, but me, I'm not too worried about it. And collect. Let's go ahead and move up. And we only got 2 more, so once we're done with this, we'll go ahead and end the mining area anyways. See how that one didn't get destroyed? It took out 70% of its health, so we're going to need a second one to finish it off. And launch. And it's still going to splinter off some extra asteroids as well. So we're done here. So let's go ahead and move up to here. We could automatically just go straight to our base, but I want to show you what is sold here. You know, so let's go ahead and go into our cargo. What is it? So we have all the stuff like we did have, but we also have ice, carbon, diamonds, silicone. All these will be sold to our station, and like I said, it's going to take about the average. Like when you, let's see, let's go back there again. Equipment, no, cargo hold. If you go here and you go known prices, it doesn't actually show the average. Either way, it will take the average, and once you're, let's see, actually no, that's it. There we go. I'll show you in just a second. That's what it is. The average price is these ones right here that you see right here. Now, if you go to known prices, let's go ahead and go to, say, diamond. Average price is 900. Known prices, we can sell it for here at 990, or we can sell it here for 765, or here for 720. So, since we're gonna just sell it here, we're making less money, but it's a distance thing, so you it makes it so you don't have to travel as far. But if you want to like optimize your playthrough and stuff like that, just sell. I don't know. I guess you can just sell what you want to sell. But let's go ahead and talk to them. Remember, before we started mining asteroids, we're at 84. So let's go ahead and sell. We'll get 14,000 from them. Let's go ahead and end. And let's go ahead ship cargo. So we're back at 84 again. So they took everything that we mined off the asteroids, but nothing else. Let's go ahead and go back to our ship. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.